Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. I'm here to talk about Polight and the fact that he took a plea deal for his sexual assault and molestation allegations. He took a 7-year plea deal with 10 years of probation, so 17 years up under the judicial system or the justice system. And I feel like this is not enough. I'm gonna just come out and say this is not enough for him to sexually assault a child. A 14-year-old girl is absolutely ridiculous. It's ludicrous for somebody to be able to only receive 7 years for sexually assaulting children. But what's his name? I forgot. So the dude from that 70s show, he just received 30 years for 2 rape cases. Where's the 30-year charge at? Shit, y'all could have at least gave bro 15, 20, you feel me? But y'all decide to give him 7 years with 10 years probation. Then this goes back to what I've been saying. They've been trying to normalize sexualizing children. And if you're not familiar with Polight is a conscious, he's supposed to be a motivational speaker, a conscious speaker. I first came across Polight on Sidnetta TV. If you're not familiar with Sidnetta TV, this Sidnetta TV was basically the beginning pillar of black consciousness in a lot of people trying to understand our history, who we are, or whatever the case may be. You know, that's where I discovered Shank Anti-Job, where I discovered Bitchute, where I discovered I found Brother Polight, Dr. Valentine, Steve Coakley, like quite a few people. He was posting clips, he was posting debates. Sidnetta was holding like a lot of debates too. Who else? It was a lot of people. A lot of people that was affiliated with Sidnetta or are still affiliated with Sidnetta, you know? And Brother Polight was one of them. That's where I discovered him. I stopped listening to him when I found out that, like, you know, he was running scams on people, getting over on people. You know, doing the Dr. Umar. Like, Umar runs scams on, been running that school scam for God knows how long. Tariq Nasheed out here running the museum scam. So it's like, it's a lot of these people that take advantage of our community, the weak points of our community, knowing that we don't know who we are, or we trying to get out of a certain rut, or we trying to build up our community. They take advantage of that and they run scams on us, and that's who Brother Polight was. But Brother Polight, like I've been saying, was charged with sexual assault on a minor, a 14-year-old girl, his ex-girlfriend's daughter. Apparently he does this a lot. He's been preying on all of his ex-girlfriend's children and sexually assaulting those children. But basically how the story goes, he was supposed to take her out, his ex-girlfriend's daughter, to either to a party that she was supposed to attend, or he was supposed to take her out to go get food. He saw this as an opportunity to rent a hotel, take her to the hotel, forcefully intoxicate the young lady, drug her up as well. Not only drug her up with I forgot what drugs that he used, but he also gave her alcohol, and then proceeded to inappropriately touch her, to molest her. And after DNA analysis was conducted, they found his semen on the young girl's clothes. He brought her back to her mother after she was blowing his phone up, and he brought her back with a busted lip. Her lips were swollen. She had a couple of bruises on her, and that's when she called the police. And he begged and pleaded with her, like, yo, like, this is gonna ruin my career, or whatever the case may be. But to be honest, he should have thought about that a long time ago. And this is like 2 years ago that this happened, that I remember reading this story. But he's finally been charged for sexual assault, 7 years and 10 years on probation. And the only reason why he took this plea deal was because he knew he wasn't going to be able to get off. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get off. He was going to serve real time, and he was going to get that sex offender title slapped onto him. But he took the plea deal in order to avoid the sex offender charge. That's what he took the plea deal for. So he's been talking about how the charges was dropped completely, like he's a free man or whatever the case may be, but he's not a free man, right? He's not a free man. He's a sick bastard, and he deserved to be put up under the jail cell. And I'm just gonna say it like that. There's no room for pedophiles. There's no room for sexual assault. They're trying to normalize pedophilia by changing the name from pedophilia to MAPS, minor attracted people. That's what they're trying to do. And it's sick. It's sick. You gotta protect your children. He's sitting here, he's trying to say, yeah, they want me to be guilty, this, that, and the third. You're on record pleading guilty, bro, to a 7-year charge. You feel me? Like he's out here trying to make music, talk about how they're lying on his name. Nah, you lying to the people. You misleading the people. You've been misleading the people. And you deserve to be put up under the jail cell. And I'm going to say it like that. You deserve to be put up under the jail cell. There's no room for pedophilia. And they want this shit normalized. The powers that be, the corporations want this shit normalized. Because once you get control of the kids, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Now you got the kids sexualized, being overly sexualized, doing shit that they're not supposed to be doing out here. You feel me? Got adults out here touching on kids. That's why you see a lot of politicians out here getting charged with sexual assault and molestation too, because they sick in the fucking heads too. You gotta protect the kids, man. I've been saying this. And the more that these charges come up, the more of these situations come up, the more I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna report them. I'm not gonna stop, because this is exactly what they want. That's why they got Target out here selling tuck-friendly bathing suits for little boys so they can tuck their genitalia up on, between their legs and shit. This is full-blown brainwashing of the children and brainwashing of adults. Any adult that sit there and allow this shit to happen, you a sick fucking, you don't need children. And I'm just gonna say it like that. Besides that, make sure you like, subscribe, and you share my content. I appreciate everybody that do share my content on whatever platform you choose to interact with me on. Thank you.